Okay, so let's go over your quizzes. I have them graded already. They're not, some are good and some were not good. And so we're going to go through the quiz, and so maybe you can see what you did wrong if you didn't do well. I have to get instruction as to how we are supposed to be posting assessments right now while on digital learning days. So I am going to post these, but I'm going to post them as a class grade. Once I get the go ahead that we can post quiz grades, I will change that. I may provide some kind of opportunity for those who failed, since it is our first couple weeks of digital learning and we're all doing this together and getting through this. So I'll let you know on that as well. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at number one. You just had to find the inscribed angle. So all you're going to do is look for where your vertex falls on the circle itself. So angle GFD would be your vertex angle. Remember, vertex is on the circle. Now, number two, most of you missed this problem, and so let's read through it and see if we can figure out why. A state park is designed in a circular pattern as shown. Martha rides her bike along the circular path from the ranger station to the pool. How far does she ride to the nearest hundredth of a mile? So we're going to use our length of an arc formula, because that's what we want to know, is the distance from the pool to the ranger station. We see here the central angle is 45. Here it shows us that a radius is 1, and we know all radii of a circle are equal. So we're going to use our formula, which is theta over 360 times 2 pi times 1, which is your radius. So basically, all I'm going to do is just put this into my calculator, and we're going to say, okay, parenthesis 45 divided by 360 times 2 second pi, and then of course you've got 1, and then just hit enter, and we see that it's 0.785, so that means my answer would be 0.79. However, your clue here is nearest hundredth of a mile. Letter A was also the only answer choice that was round to 2 decimal places, which is 100th. So that, without any work, should have been a clue for you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at number 3. Number 3 says, determine the measure of arc HJ. So this is the arc we want. If we notice, we do have 2 secants that are intersecting on the outside of the circle. So all we're going to do is take the larger arc minus the smaller arc equals the angle. So we have 27 is equal to the larger arc, 98, minus the smaller arc, HJ, what we want, divided by 2. So I'll start off by multiplying both sides by 2, so we can cancel out that 2. So 27 times 2 is 54 is equal to 98 minus x, because this 2 canceled even though I didn't show it. Then we're going to subtract 98 from both sides, and we get negative 44 equals negative x. Divide by negative 1, and your answer should have been D, 44. Okay, then number 4, determine the degree of HJ. Hold on, wrong one. Let's go down to this one. Okay, so what we want here is x. So 2 times x equals 6 times 1. So we get 6 equals 2x, divide by 2, and x equals 3. Okay, so this one, here we just had to find the measure of arc PB. Equilateral triangle PBJ is inscribed in the circle. Determine the measure of arc PB. Well, here we know it's an equilateral triangle, therefore it's cutting off congruent arcs. So all I had to do was just take 360, the total of all my arcs, and divide by 3 to get 120.